Today we're gonna synchronize the vacuum of the intake on my RSV. As you can see, the tank is up. I changed it to the roof of my shed. Next thing to do is to take the airbox off. That's because there's a line down there that needs to be taken off. Yeah, here it is. There are two, 1 and 2. 1, and there's another one behind. And the line on that second one, the furthest away, need to be taken off. Put on the vacuum meter, and on the other side you take this one off and put that one on the synchronizer. Do I say that correctly? Yes, this one. So this one I can reach, the other one I can't reach without taking the airbox off. So I took all these screws out, and then we can take the lid off. When the lid is off, you can reach the hexagon bolts, and then the airbox is loosened from the intake. It needs to say like a couple of centimeters up. Don't need to take all the tubes out, but just a couple of centimeters just to reach that one little tube that we need to loosen. I loosened the bolts so I could lift the airbox a couple of centimeters up, and I hope you can see it, but there's a clip. Release the clip and pull down that tube. So I released the airbox a little bit further, but couldn't reach it. This tube is off. That's from that one. This tube from that one. And on the other side, you take this tube of that one. There. I got my own vacuum meter, column, fluid, tubes, because one tube is bigger than the other at the left and the right side of the bike, so I got these different tubing at the end, but this one is slightly bigger than that one. This is for the right, this for the left side. So we'll put these tubes on, then start the bike and let it run until it's warm, and then we measure the vacuum at 4,000 RPM. So there's my vacuum column. Put the lines both on the intake of the machine. My engine is ready to start, so let's see if all goes well. Let it run till it's warm, then see if it equalizes. If it's not equalizing, then we have to do two things. There's a screw and there's a screw, and we can adjust the vacuum of the front and the rear intake. So as you can see, it's not equal, but we let it run until it's like it's about temperature is running a couple of minutes, 5 minutes now. You see the level already a bit dropping. Now we're gonna rev the engine to 4,000 RPM. Side of the engine, and this is the rear. So the rear is not having as much as vacuum as the front. Just a little bit more to the left. Don't mention it at idling, because we need to measure it at 4,000 RPM. This is it.